After episode 7, K-Bing became a hot topic due to her attitude towards her salute teammates. Personally, I have a strong opinion about all of this. When episode 6 ended, I confess my K-Bing impression was not the best. I even comment with my personal account on a Girls Planet related video. Hyerim had received a planet pass, so she was at a higher risk to be eliminated than the others, especially compared to K-Bing, who is at the top 9. And when Hyerim raised her hand to also volunteer as a leader, I felt K-Bing became very defensive while explaining why she needed to be the leader, as if she was desperate. If she is desperate, then imagine Hyerim, right? About the killing part, in my point of view, Yoon Jia did much better, but what bothered me was K-Bing implying that since both she and Yoon Jia did have the same position in How You Like That, and K-Bing team won, then K-Bing did a better job than Jia. For me, that comment was so unnecessary, especially when K-Bing herself made a huge mistake at the beginning of How You Like That performance. And if we are going to be honest, overall Jia's performance and dance was much better. To me, K-Bing only has all this hype because of her visuals, and until this episode, she did not prove anything yet. Anyways, the week passed and finally, the 7th episode was released. To be honest, I was not expecting this much of a drama, but here we are. We start with K-Bing saying she did the choreography, taking all the credits. I mean, as a leader she should be more considerate to her colleagues, no? Then Doah needed to intervene, explaining that actually, 4 to 5 people participated in the construction of the dance. After that, we watch the mentors criticize K-Bing for being too fast and stiff, which is not something new in this program. On the OOO dance, she was also a little fast, and she could not pick up with all the details, especially in her lower part. In the helicopter performance, K-Bing started too early. In the How You Like That performance, she also made a mistake in the beginning, and if we compare her performance with GA, we can see K-Bing didn't make the movements with total precision. Attention, it's okay to make mistakes on stage, obviously, but I don't get where she got all this confidence, and I continue with the thought that she is ranked this high because of the pretty privilege. After that, the mentors suggest they change the person that will do the killing part. In the following scene, we have K-Bing explaining she didn't have much time to practice, since she is the leader, a position that she chose to have, and needed to take care of the others. Doah made her point by saying that having no time to practice was not an excuse, and if even Dae-in that had choreographed ice cream all alone had time, then K-Bing needed to have time. I don't have much to comment here. Doah said everything. She didn't choreograph salute on her own. Everyone was working hard, so instead of making excuses, maybe she should accept the criticism and try harder. A similar thing happened on K-Bing's previous performance. When she was rapping, the mentors pointed out that her rap and pronunciation were not it, and she tried to justify her mistakes by saying she only practiced for 1 day. If I remember correctly, they answered that Ziyan practiced for the same time and did the rap perfectly. As I said, stop making excuses and internalize criticism will be of huge help in the future. Then we have Risako expressing that no matter what they say, K-Bing is stubborn. So Rikazo didn't tell her she would rather have Jia doing the killing part. And because K-Bing cried, that also influenced Risako to not give her opinion. If a member cannot express herself in her team, especially to her leader, then there is something that is not right. I guess afterwards some parts were actually changed, even though Mnet did not show us, since we have Yoon Jia in the center of the chorus. Finally, the last issue in the teammates had decided that Luo Fei would do her part alone. However, while training, K-Bing continued to also do it. Everyone had a question mark on their forehead, since they had just decided this, and I'm sorry but Doah's expressions were so funny, she was not believing what she was seeing. Everyone looked pretty frustrated at this point, and while Hyerim was explaining why Luo Fei should do it alone, we have K-Bing saying the controversial sentences, "I'm the leader, I think I can do whatever I want, and don't voice your opinions anymore." Now, there are Chinese people saying that the translation was pretty accurate and the meaning could be even worse. However, there are also people saying that the actual translation is what I said can be counted. This is a literal translation from Google Translator, and as a non-English native, I can say Google Translator is not the best tool, but who knows. Either way, the exact words used are not relevant, in my opinion. The action of already having a settlement, but not valuing it, and merely persisting on following her lead, is the issue here. And the fact that the members themselves show and confess their displeasure tells a lot. This video is meant to comment on K-Bing's attitude this last 2 episodes and her leadership, and not on her in a personal level. Please don't make hurtful and hateful comments.